Hi all, it's Jeff Fitzpatrick. I just want to give a short video to explain how we allocate the trading account ownership and the profit between members. And I think the best way to do it is through a little story. So here we go. How do we allocate trading account ownership between members? So the story is of a very special club with just 2 members, and they put the same amount of money into the club, but they have a very different value at the end of each month. So how does that work? It's a big question, as the difference between the values can be huge. So let me tell you more of the story to illustrate how it works. The simple club, it's got just 2 members and it runs for 100 days. And each of the members puts in just $1. Member number 1, Mary, puts her dollar in on day 1. But member number 2, John, puts his in on day 50 of the 100. So here we have a situation where the 2 members have put the same amount of money in, but one halfway through a trading period and the other at the beginning. The club does very well, and at the end of the 100 days it's made $2. The club is wound up then, so how is the profit shared between the 2 members? Mary has had her $1 in for 100 days, so has an average amount available to trade of $1. So she gets $1 times 100 equals 100 units. Poor old John, his dollar went in after 50 days had already passed, so the average amount that he had available to trade is $1 divided by 100 days times 50. So it's 50 cents. Therefore he gets $1 times 50 days equals 50 units. So now we come to share the profit out. Mary gets hers, which is the profit divided by the total units, and we've got 150 of them all together, multiplied by the units that she has. So that's $2 profit divided by 150, the total number of units we had, multiplied by 100 equals $1.33. So that's 133% return on her initial $1. So what happens with John? Well, it's the same formula that we use with Mary. So it's the total profit divided by the number of units that we got in total, multiplied by the units that he has. So that's $2 divided by 150 units, multiplied by 50 equals 66 cents. So that's a return of 66% on his initial investment. The point is that Mary made her money available for trading for twice as long as John, so gets a larger share of the profit. The pair then decide to run the club for another 100 days. However, Mary is starting with $2.33 and John with $1.66. So, in round numbers, a total of $4. The club does very well again and makes another 100% return to become worth $8. This time both members had all of their money in for all 100 days. Mary has though $2.33 for 100 units, so that's 233 units, and John has $1.66 times 100 equals 166 units. So Mary gets $4, that's the profit, divided by the total number of units, 399, multiplied by the units that she has, 233. So she gets $2.33 in profit, which is 100% return. John gets $4 of profit divided by the total number of units, 399, multiplied by the 166 units that he had. So $1.66 in profit, and that's also 100% return. So both Mary and John started with $1, but by the end Mary had $4.66 including her initial dollar. John has $3.32 or 33 including his initial dollar. Hopefully this explains how timing can make a big difference to the value that we have in each of the clubs, even when we put the same amount of money in. As well as understanding how this works, you should also now understand the benefit of putting money into the clubs at the earliest opportunity. lump sums work better than monthly contributions. So if you're going to put £100 a month in for 12 months, you're definitely better putting in £1,200 at the beginning of the year. Use WhatsApp or email to give me any questions or to ask for a further explanation. Thanks very much. It's Jeff Fitzpatrick.